Kyrie Irving is not just a basketball player. He's an illusionist with a ball in his hands. Every time he steps on the floor, defenders brace themselves for humiliation. A crossover that breaks ankles. A hesitation that makes you jump one way while he glides the other. A finish at the rim that feels impossible until you realize he's done it so many times. It's routine. But here's the problem. Kyrie isn't defined by one singular skill. Steph Curry is the three-point king. Shaq was brute force in the paint. Russell Westbrook is raw energy and athleticism. Kyrie, he's a blend of artistry, skill, and improvisation. He's equal parts shot creator, finisher, playmaker, and entertainer. And that's what makes him so hard to replicate. If you ask 100 casual fans who plays like Kyrie, most would shrug. Nobody combines his ball handling, rim craft, and clutch scoring. But that's exactly what I wanted to test with data. Could we actually find someone who mirrors Kyrie Irving's statistical fingerprint? To do that, we had to break Kyrie down into measurable categories. Isolation scoring. How effective is he one-on-one? Pull-up shooting. Can he punish defenses off the dribble from deep and mid-range? Rim finishing. Does he convert layups at a big man rate despite his size? Clutch scoring. What happens when the game's on the line? And driving and handling metrics. How often does he collapse defenses without turning it over? And when you put all those numbers into one model, let's call it the Kyrie Index, the results are fascinating. To find Kyrie's twin, you first need to understand what makes him tick. 1. Isolation dominance. Kyrie averages around 1.1 points per possession in ISO, ranking in the league's top 10. That may not sound mind-blowing until you realize that defenses load up against him every single possession. He thrives in mismatches, but he also cooks elite defenders. 2. Rim finishing. This is where Kyrie separates from nearly every other small guard. At just 6'2", he converts over 60% of his shots at the rim, a number usually reserved for wings or centers. He doesn't do it with power, he does it with touch, spin, and geometry. 3. Pull-up scoring. Kyrie attempts 6 to 7 pull-up threes per game, hitting them at an above-league average clip. Add his mid-range jumper, and you have a player who can score from anywhere without relying on a pass to set him up. 4. Clutch game. When the game is close and the final 5 minutes, Kyrie ranks among the best in efficiency and shot making. Ask Warriors fans. They'll never forget that Game 7 dagger in 2016. 5. Driving profile. Kyrie averages 15 plus drives per game, but here's the key. He maintains one of the lowest turnover rates relative to usage. That means he collapses defenses without throwing the ball away. Put all this together and you get the Kyrie Index. ISO efficiency, 90th percentile. Rim finishing, elite for his size. Pull-up shooting, elite, multi-level. Clutch production, top tier. Drives per game, high volume, low turnover. Now, here's the trick. When you scan the league with that archetype, very few players come close. Let's go through some candidates. Trae Young, great passer, great pull-up shooter, but finishing at the rim isn't even close to Kyrie's. Ja Morant, incredible rim attacker, but mid-range and three-point pull-ups lag behind. Damian Lillard, elite shooting and clutch gene, but doesn't finish at the rim like Kyrie. Donovan Mitchell, strong candidate, good pull-ups, decent rim craft, but more power-based than Kyrie's finesse. All of them overlap with Kyrie in one or two areas, but only one player overlaps in almost every single one. The data points to someone unexpected, Jalen Brunson. Yes, the Knicks floor general, not the flashiest, not the loudest, not the viral highlight guy, but statistically, Brunson is the closest thing to Kyrie Irving in today's NBA. Let's break it down. Isolation efficiency. Brunson, like Kyrie, thrives in ISO. He uses pivots, hesitation, and footwork to carve out shots. He scores at nearly the same rate per possession as Kyrie in isolation. Okay, rim craft. At just 6'2", Brunson shouldn't be finishing inside at a high clip, but he does, over 57% at the rim, using fakes, spins, and balance, just like Kyrie. Alright, mid-range and pull-ups. Brunson doesn't take as many threes as Kyrie, but his pull-up mid-range game is surgical. Watch the tape. He uses the same hesitation dribble, the same spin step, even the same floater angles. Okay, but what about the clutch numbers? Well, in the 2023-24 season, Brunson ranked top 5 in clutch scoring. His efficiency mirrored Kyrie's historical averages. Knicks fans saw it firsthand in the playoffs. When everything slowed down, Brunson became the go-to assassin. Now, here's where it gets crazy. When you overlay their shot profiles, isolation frequency, mid-range attempts, rim drives, efficiency, Brunson's chart almost sits directly on top of Kyrie's. It's like looking at the same blueprint drawn by two different architects. Of course, Brunson doesn't dribble with the same flash, he won't break a defender's ankles 5 times in one possession, but when you look at the outcomes, the points per possession, the shot zones, the finishing numbers, he's the closest in the entire NBA. So what do we do with this information? First, it highlights how unique Kyrie is. Even when someone like Brunson matches his numbers, Kyrie still has something unquantifiable. Flair. His artistry on the court, the way he dribbles in the highlights, the way he manipulates space, that can't be captured by spreadsheets. Second, it tells us something about Brunson's rise. He's gone from a second-round pick to an all-NBA guard, and the data shows he's not just good, he's Kyrie-level good in terms of efficiency and style of play. That's wild. Third, it shows the blueprint of Kyrie's archetype. If you want to create a Kyrie-style player, you need all of these. ISO scoring in the 90th percentile, rim finishing over 55% despite being undersized, pull-up shooting that forces defenders to respect every step, clutch shot making that doesn't collapse under pressure. And then finally, it raises the ultimate question. Can anyone truly be Kyrie Irving without being Kyrie Irving? The numbers say that Brunson is the closest, but basketball isn't just numbers. Kyrie has finals moments, legendary highlights, and a cultural impact that Brunson hasn't yet touched. Kyrie is the guard that other guards grew up idolizing. So, yes, statistically speaking, Jalen Brunson is the Kyrie Irving of 2025, but emotionally, aesthetically, culturally, there will never be another Kyrie Irving.